When my students have everything they need, it kind of makes it easier for me to just worry about just teaching. Like, I don't have to worry about, this kid doesn't have their uniform. Because those first few weeks when they come back to school, it's a struggle for parents to buy school supplies and then turn around and buy student uniform. And for our educators, they don't want to start out the first days of school saying, go to the office because you're out of uniform, you're out of dress code. So it lifted a lot of pressure from the families, from the educators, and it made our students feel great.
Kids come to school with so many things already fighting against them, whether it's poverty or trauma, any of those major things. And so if we can take one burden off by providing uniforms or supplies, that's one less thing that a child has to worry about.
Teachers are givers at heart. And so when they see a student that comes in that has a need, they want to meet that need. And so so many of our teachers are already spending their own money, building their classroom. But when they see a child that comes in with holes in their clothes, that hurts their heart, and they want to fix that for that child. And so it's not just relieving that from the families, it's also relieving it from the teachers who want the best for their children.
And with your support, those children and those families know that they have something that they can come to. There's a gap that's filled. Although they don't have all that they need, they know they have something that they need.
And to see one of your toughest young men cry happy tears to get a brand new crisp pair of pants and a polo, you see a different attitude and a different confidence from that child.
Asking for help can be very difficult. Sometimes it's very hard to put our pride aside to receive those things. And so to be able to give it to them right then, no questions asked, they didn't have to come back, they didn't have to sign up for anything. I just said, what do you need? What sizes do you need? And they went home with bags full of food and clothes and even some hygiene items that y'all had donated at some point. And so that instant gratification for me was very powerful. And for them, because they weren't expecting it, they literally were just venting in that meeting. To be able to just stop that and say, here you go, they were just very overcome and very grateful.
I want to say that the words thank you are inadequate for the overwhelming need that they meet every single year. The people here in North Point go above and beyond. It means a lot to say that our community and this church, that you don't know the people, and they don't know you, they just love you just because that's what they're supposed to do, because that's what Jesus said we're supposed to do.
Every time we've called North Point or had a need, they are right there to help us in any way, shape, or form. They are the definition of being the hands and feet of Jesus.
I don't think there's ever been a time that I text or called and you didn't help. And you, that would be North Point Community Church. Community means love and care. That community means that there's someone else out there that is going to support you and all of your needs. And because of North Point Community Church, our children do have that support, and they do have that care. They do have someone that's going to look out for them, and that's a very important part.
Knowing that someone somewhere cares, and that opens that door for Jesus to step in. When you say, well, somebody cares, but why do they care? And they care because they have the heart of Jesus and they want to serve.
Our incredible team of servant leaders just wrapped up our summer deliveries of uniforms, sweatshirts, school supplies, and shoes. Because of the 93 servant leaders who served over 600 hours, we were able to serve 10 schools this summer, including our very first high school. That's more servant leaders than ever before and more schools than ever before. This year of legacy has been a year of first. And I want to say thank you to our #1 community partner, Elliott Industries, for sponsoring 2 schools this year. In addition to Elliott Industries, we also had 3 other school sponsors, 11 hallway sponsors, and 10 classroom sponsors this year. Your generosity has made all the difference. Whether you sponsored a child, a family, or a school this year, we want you to know that you play a part in us serving over 4,000 students this year. And listen, we're not done yet. In just a few weeks, we're going to start gearing up for our fall deliveries of coats and sweatshirts to our 2 adopted schools. You can join us in our mission of restoring dignity to students and making teachers heroes by signing up to serve or donating at ncc.team/BTS. And last but not least, we want to say a very special thank you to our adopted schools. Thank you for allowing us to partner with you to make the world a better place. We know that you join us in believing that the best is yet to come.